Hey everybody, welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles X. This is Perfect Storm 479. Last time we discovered that we are not alone, and my stream broke down, so I had to redo everything. Fortunately, we are all back, and today we're going to finish our mission and meet some new friends. As well as do a bunch of other kind of, you know, there's some customization stuff. So let's go. First, before we get through this cutscene, I would like to check divisions. Get the rewards. We're gonna want this because it's money. The money's not a concern later. It's kind of hard to get early on, I think. I don't know. Anyway, let's go continue the story.
Damn, losing Nelson's team is a real blow. But the fact we're not the only visitors on this rock is even worse.
They made it clear they want all humans dead. For all we know, they may be related to the forces that destroyed Earth and followed us here.
Wonderful. I'll report this to Secretary Nagi. See if we can't bolster our defenses. Just one last thing. What the bloody hell is this dancing turnip doing here?
He's actually a potato.
Tatsu, not turnip or potato. For last time, Tatsu is not food. Now, on behalf of Planet Mira, Tatsu welcome all Earth people and offer a friendly treaty of friendship.
Yeah, right. Anyway, we were thinking he could be a good source of general intel about the planet. Exactly how useful that'll be remains to be seen.
Oh, don't you worry about a thing. Friend's totally safe now that Tatsu is in town. Tatsu watch over and protect friends, especially weak, pathetic Lindley with her thin, bony wings.
You mean my arms? Look who's talking. And who said anything about you coming with us? You can stay here, you greedy, annoying little cabbage. I'm sure there's a salad here that could use you.
Meh? Tatsu stay here? Friends would leave Tatsu behind?
It's for the best. You said yourself your people are endangered, and the Xenos that captured you might still be out there. You'll be safest here in the city.
Agreed.
Tatsu not agreed? Friends will want Tatsu along. Friends need Tatsu along.
How so?
What? Well, that, of course. This planet have many helpful Nopon that Tatsu can talk to. Other Nopon can share information for friends.
That might be useful.
That right. Most Nopon not like Tatsu. Nopon can be shy. Nopon can be difficult. Most Nopon never trust friends or even talk to friends. But Tatsu? Nopon love Tatsu. Tatsu use smooth talk and winning personality to get friends good info.
The tater tot has a point.
Uh-huh. More like an ulterior motive, if you ask me.
Tatsu perish the thought. Tatsu intentions are pure, Lindley. Pure as snow. Lindley intimidated by Tatsu's strength and smarts. But do not worry, Tatsu is true friend.
Strength and smarts, huh? That's really not what I'm worried about here.
All right, then it's settled. Small Fry here will accompany you three out in the field. After all, we can use all the info we can get.
Seriously? We have to babysit this thing?
You're the ones who picked him up. Besides, would you really want to leave him with another team?
Maybe not. Unless we were invited to the meal, I mean.
See? Already getting along like peas and carrots. He can be your charge, Lynn.
Oh, come on, Commander! That's not funny me up here, would you, Elma?
I'm sure Elma has no objections.
Right. As you say, Commander.
Done and done. Welcome to Blade, Tater. We'll be counting on you.
Yes, sir! And in said Tatsu. Oh, one thing Tatsu forgot to mention. Nopon are pacifists, so friends need to defend Tatsu, keep extra super safe in any battle. Tatsu VIP diplomat, after all.
Why am I not surprised? So much for him watching over and protecting us.
Well, the fact that we made it this far and it's not broken means we are doing better than last stream. Last stream, an hour in, the stream broke during that cutscene. I couldn't figure out what was going on, so I had to end early. I did manage to fix it, but I did not realize that, but I did not save, and so I had to redo pretty much everything. Yeah, it was kind of annoying, but on the bright side, we get to actually watch that cutscene, so yeah. And also, I know what happened now, so if it happens again, I'll be able to fix it. Now, we've just finished chapter 3, and now we're gonna get some more cutscenes.
So, Rook, feel like you're starting to get the hang of things?
Rook isn't my name, that's just... It's interesting that they call... I guess it makes sense because Cross doesn't make any sense at all as a nickname. Cross is the canon name, but Rook is just what they're called, and because it's Rookie, I don't think anybody's here, so I am going to not democracy this, but if you want this chat to be a democracy, speak now or forever hold your peace. Peace forever held. I've done this before. We're showing confidence.
Of course you are. You've taken to it like a fish to water, just like Elma and the Commander said you would.
Just the same, let's review the key points, and I can fill in some
No,
extra
not more
details.
redundant exposition.
Blade's top priority right now is to secure missing pieces of the Lifehold. You remember that much. Countless people are frozen in the Lifehold. It's the key to restoring humanity. Up until we ran into the Prone, our biggest concern was that wild indigents would stumble on the Lifehold and damage it somehow. But now there's a more pressing threat, intelligent alien races who are intentionally trying to destroy us. So, our search has new urgency. We need to find and retrieve all of the Lifehold ASAP.
And the best way to do that is by expanding the reach of Frontier Nav. The more probes we can install, the wider we can scan, and the faster we can find bits of the Lifehold.
So our primary focus going forward should be to travel around Mira installing data probes. As many as we can, as fast as we can. I can't stress enough how important this is. You still with me?
Yeah, no, we're not going through the exposition dump again. I'm sorry.
Good. Then let's move on to the other pressing threat that Blade has to deal with. Hostile indigens. There's no real delicate way to put this. Any wildlife that poses a clear threat must be eliminated. The Lifehold is our future, but we can't ignore the present. We still have our duty to keep New LA safe. And sometimes that duty requires enacting coordinated strikes to solve problems before they can do real harm.
We're the newcomers here, it's true. and they're usually just out to defend their territory. But sometimes it really is them or us, and we have to make sure it's us. Don't get me wrong, it's not like we run out there and light up anything that moves. Only Blade HQ can choose targets, and they tend to keep them strictly to creatures that pose a significant threat to our survival.
In order to contribute to this cause, operatives are asked to form into squads to take on special missions. These squad missions, as we call them, don't get posted to mission control like your other, more typical assignments. Rather, HQ transmits the details directly to all of us at the same time. Basically, they want as many people to know about them ASAP, so they can be taken care of ASAP.
I'm sure you can imagine, but these missions aren't your run-of-the-mill little fetch quests. It's not the kind of stuff just one or two blades could handle on their own. That's why squads can have as many as 32 members.
And it's why we ask members to sign up to a squad beforehand. We can't have blades playing musical chairs whenever this kind of emergency hits us. But just remember, squad missions are not mandatory. You don't have to drop everything you're doing just to take one on. HQ has no way of knowing what every blade is up to when these missions arise. If you're busy with something else, they'll understand. They need to trust our collective judgment with these things, and, well, so far so good.
And I think that about covers the basics, right?
Search for the missing pieces of the life hold. Install data probes to expand Frontier Nav. And take on squad missions when you can to keep us safe. Got all that?
Okay, so the fact that they do basically the main vocal theme for the cutscene where they explain the multiplayer, and they have an actual cutscene to explain the multiplayer instead of like one of the other tutorials that they use for like, they've got a text-based tutorial for the data probes, you know? And that, depending on your playstyle, is more important than the multiplayer. And that just gets a mandatory side quest, and this just gets a whole cutscene with the main theme. It actually kind of shows the priorities with this game. The main story is not the priority; it's more the world. I'll explain squad missions if we actually get better than this cutscene. If we actually get to them, it depends on how my internet's doing. The internet on my Wii U hasn't been the best as of late. It's not wanting me to play Splatoon, and I do not like that. But if we get on, then we'll get on.
Good. We're counting on you.
And briefing adjourned. Thank God.
All right, well, it's getting pretty late, isn't it?
Yeah, let's call it a night.
Oh, Tatsu's so excited to sleep in real bed. Lily can show Tatsu to his room now.
Oh, your room is right over there.
Oh, it the perfect size for Tatsu. Wait, what? Tatsu know what that is. That refrigerator. We'll go in there to cool off.
I guess you are smarter than you look.
Well, Tatsu's not one to brag, but wait a minute. Tatsu knows what Lily did there.
Legitimately good Tatsu humor, that's rare. But it exists. He's overhated. A bit. Advancing story mission. At last, your Blade adventure begins. The main story missions can be undertaken via the Blade Barracks. Lynn, nobody actually says via. You only write it on paper. This is supposed to be Lynn's voice. This is the voice of an instruction manual, and it's giving me achievements for tutorial screens that. Oh, I forgot to read the whole thing. I'm sorry. Blade reports. Good job on your mission. 2 new features are available. The first is Blade reports, which allow. Oh, rip. That's the Miiverse thing. Why do you gotta 1-2 punch me like this tutorial screen? Okay, so this game, as pretty much all Wii U games, had Miiverse compatibility. And for those of you who don't know what Miiverse is, you're both missing out and lucky. Because you see, Miiverse was basically this social media run by Nintendo for Wii U and 3DS. And it was very, very cursed. Miiverse has its own unique brand of cursedness. Some of it is really, really bad. Some of it is really, really hilarious. I'm kind of glad that I did not see much of the bad when I was probably too young back when it was a real thing. Anyway, I never played this game until after Miiverse was closed, so I've never actually gotten to use this feature. There is one saving grace though. There is a fan server in the works called Pretendo that's going to replace all Wii U 3DS online functionality, and they've got this thing called Juxtaposition, which is going to replace Miiverse, and hopefully it's going to be compatible with all the games. So yeah, Blade reports will be back. You do need to mod your Wii U. You need to mod your Wii U for it though. I actually considered downloading Pretendo for this Let's Play, but due to the fact that there's still, even though there's an open beta going on right now, they're still mostly closed off, and I've never homebrewed any of my consoles before, so and I don't want to brick my Wii U before or during the Let's Play, and even though it's a pretty safe hack, and of course, even if the official servers go down in the midst of the thing, which given how long this is probably gonna be, there's a good chance they will. I'd still rather be on the safer side, so I'm doing this vanilla. Anyway, good job on your mission. 2 new features are now available. The first is Blade reports, which allow Blade operatives to interact and share info. Using this feature to coordinate missions, give advice, or even shower me with affection if you so desire. Next up is the Blade Scout feature. This allows a Blade operative from another team to aid you for a limited time. Simply access the Blade Scout console anytime you need an extra hand. Well, look at that! Now all Blade services are at your disposal. Hey, so, have you set up your greetings? They're a great tool for introducing yourself to other operatives. You can personalize them by selecting Edit Greetings from the social menu. Try it out sometime. Just remember to be respectful of other players, alright? Wow, she's good at breaking the fourth law. And Vandom's advice: once you hit class rank 10, you might want to think about changing classes. Moving from Drifter to a higher class will allow you to use skills. Oh, and remember, you can change classes anytime, so don't be afraid to try something new. Drifter actually has the most skill slots of any class of the game, so by the end game it's the optimal class, but you really need to grind for other stuff before you can do that. And Alma's advice: organizing your party. You're a Blade now. That implies great responsibility, but also great freedom. And though some assignments require specific party members who you can take on your travels, is generally up to you. Call on Lynn or myself anytime you like. We'll be in the barracks. Anytime you like, unless it's heart-to-heart time. So, greeting sharing, enable most of the time it's going to be one of the defaults, which the defaults vary by language, and it'll show you them in the language of whichever the other players on, which means like we'll be if we get to see them, we'll be seeing them saying like hello in German and French and stuff. It's interesting. Follow on Miiverse, can't do that. We'll keep this normal. Spoiler display, that doesn't matter. Messages while in menu, show online status, social notifications. Most of these we're just gonna leave as in, because for achievements though, I'm gonna do just own because that could spoil. Alright. And now that we do that, we're going to skip this menu because okay, I'm surprised, I guess. With that, I'm surprised it kept it. That menu just lets you choose whether you want to join single player focused teams, which we are in, multiplayer focused servers, or servers with friends. The reason why I skipped over it instead of explaining it is because the song that usually plays during it is one of the few songs in the soundtrack that you can get copyright strike for, so I didn't want to have to deal with that. So now let's see our characters. Elma, she's a reclaimer and a full metal jaguar, a former colonel in the Coalition Special Operations Heavy Armor Training Unit, more casually known as the Skeleton Crew, because who has the time to say all that? Few operatives can match Elma in combat, either in or out of a Skell. Elma's twin swords are complemented by dual firearms, which she wields with deadly skill in the standard full metal jaguar style. We already talked about her. Lin outfit. Lin is a genius mechanic whose skills extend to Skulltech and beyond. She has a bubbly personality, treating everyone with equal warmth. Though young, she bears a passion for justice and a fierce will to live. Though small in frame, Lin wields a massive shield to valiantly engage foes up close, a hallmark of her standard shield trooper style. And now we've got the new characters. So, I'm gonna be a little honest with you. When I started this, I wanted to kind of do, be a guide for this, because I've been watching Chugga's Let's Play of Black and White, since a bit before I've been starting this, and I really admire how he's going in detail to tell you how everything works, so that you can choose the best based on options, based on what he suggests, and I really appreciated that. I kind of wanted to do that with this. Unfortunately, I am no expert, so I cannot, and the reason why I'm saying that is because, signature arts. Those were things that I had intended to explain, and I did explain the ones for Elma and Lin, but I'm getting 3 characters at once here. I'm probably just gonna check what they say in the menu, what they do in the menus, so smooth recovery and quick cannon. So I am sorry about this. I may later on go back to doing guides if I decide to put more effort into this. And I don't know, I just don't want to put pressure on myself to be knowledgeable about everything, because in all honesty, I am not. I've played this game a lot, but I'm not an expert. I've never actually beaten any of the super bosses or anything, so... And I really struggled on the final boss. Anyway, Irina's a Psychoraptor Plus, interceptor in the administrative district. Gutsy but cool-headed, Irina devotes her entire career to protecting the people of New LA. Back in her Skeleton Crew days, Irina served under Elma, a leader for whom she still maintains strong adoration. Irina aids allies by using recovery techniques with areas of effect. Her unique style is based on the Psychoraptor class. And then we've got Gwyn, an honest man with an unshakable sense of justice, if not the sharpest tool in the shed. Gwyn admires his commanding officer Irina and yearns to protect her, though a lack of ability has prevented him from fully realizing this noble goal. Gwyn uses a standard samurai gunner style to fiercely charge into the fray, after leaving his comrades to clean up the aftermath. Gwyn is actually pretty powerful, and we use him in the speedrun for the next chapter, and so. And then Doug. Doug is stern in appearance, but rather meek in demeanor. When one of Gwyn's skill tests ends in failure, he usually takes the flak. He's a competent fighter, however, especially when in a skill cockpit. No predicament is too daunting for Doug, who uses a unique style based on the Blast Fencer class to do battle on the front lines. And now we get to overwrite the save. I'm gonna try and save more often because
I
of...
can't let this new strength distract me.
Ooh, got that. How many things have gone on. But look, let's just check out some of the multiplayer. Here, we can see other players' characters in the game, and they're, as stated, they're in different languages. We've got English, we've got Spanish right now. Now that this stuff is all up, I'm going to explain it to you. In the bottom right, we've got squad tasks and squad missions. These are basically quests to eliminate certain demographics of enemies over a set period of time. Once they're all completed, I believe... No, sorry. I'm not gonna use any multiplayer features. We get squad missions by completing squad tasks. Completing squad, Global Nemesis spoils, we didn't get any. By completing squad tasks and squad missions, we get reward tickets, which we can use here at this shop, which basically lets us buy any enemy drop, even of stuff from endgame enemies and super bosses. Completing squad missions fills the Global Nemesis meter, which was the circular thing that you may have glanced in the squad select menu. When that fills up, a special raid boss will appear, who you can go and fight at the cost of there's a certain kind of ticket for it that you need. I forget how you get it. I think it might be from Scouting Blades. The point is, when you get them, you fight them, and they have these RP, which is basically the life count. It's in the thousands, but and you can just keep fighting them and killing them over and over until it gets to 0 when it's been completed. You get spoils based on how much you do. Unfortunately, they've been hacked, so especially one of them, according to the people I've been talking with on the speedrun Discord. But the hackers just basically insta-kill them for all their RP, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to get a Global Nemesis battle in as part of this, but I don't think that's lucky. This here will be that lucky. This here is an affinity mission. It's kind of like a Blade quest, or it's kind of like a Blade quest or a Hero quest or Ascension, and Hero quests are a better analogy because each character has multiple and there's Ascensions. It's basically where we get to explore a specific character for a bit. Here we can go to complete the next main story. I just told you I wouldn't be guiding, but play level basics mission, and we can see the prerequisites for it. We, though, are going to mostly be doing side content until we get to the missions. That is because oh yeah, did I mention squad missions are multiplayer missions? And we were soldiers with Velma. We've got the repair job with Lynn. What is the 12? We're gonna be trying to do these in level-based order, though before I start any of them, I'm gonna check to see if they go into any areas I don't want to visit before. And we don't have one heart yet with Alma. I'm surprised we have. Even less with Lynn makes sense. So you need this amount of affinity before you can do the quest. First we're gonna do blade level basics because that'll let us do a bit more customization. Then we're gonna clean up on some of the side quests that we had already started. And while we're at that, we're probably gonna meet our new party members and see if we're gonna have them join up temporarily. I wanna not have Lynn and Alma so much outside of the main story because they're required for the entire main story, and they're required for most of the main story and pretty much all the main story, and so we'll be getting chummy with them that way. I want to make sure we get affinity with everybody, and there's a lot of bonus members of the cast, so with that out of the way, let's just get them on. We can always take them off later, so.
Need help with anything?
Oh hey, perfect. How are your division missions progressing? If you don't have any object to my presence, I'd be happy to join you for a while. Of course, this is just a personal request, not an order as your team leader. Don't feel obligated to comply.
Stay sharp.
Thanks, Forth. Thanks, I'm honored to serve on your team, sir. And now we've got... Really? I hate this menu. Oh, look at that, I get experience for registering that person. This place seemed quite nice. Think it okay to poke around? Tatsu, want to explore a bit. Make yourself feel at home.
Let's head out.
Perfect. Hey, you heading off somewhere? Mind if I tag along? I keep hitting dead ends with my Scale Flight Module project, and it's making my brain start to hurt. That is a very good bit of foreshadowing. I think a little blade work in the great outdoors would be just the thing to clear my head, so how about it? Yeah, let's put her on. Thanks, perfect. The fresh air will do me good. My throat is in pain. This is cursed. Lin, Tatsu, and my character were all in the same place. This is very cursed. Ah, that was... As you can see, we can see when squad members join or leave. We can also see when they get we can also see when they offer treasure deals, which basically lets you bid for an item that they drop. Something dropped.
Really?
So what's the deal with that Yardley guy at the Outfitter's test hangar? Did he really think we'd be giving him our precious resources for his nonsensical research project? This is an affinity mission that I would want to do as soon as possible, except it takes us to some areas I want to visit first in the story. The reason why we want to do this as soon as possible is because with this one, you get the best character in the game, so yeah. I'm probably gonna... Scouting Blades is over there with the Blade Scout console here. The way it works is that you can just... It'll find other players in your server and you can have their characters as an AI party member. We are going to... Wait, I gotta set my social greetings. We gotta have some way of letting the... public greeting. Alright. Right. I'm just gonna let this be a surprise. Are you ready? Are you ready? Sus Among Us! It's told me to. I know she told me to be respectful of other players, but. Wait. Better idea. Better idea. Is there enough room for this though? Oh, there's not room. I was gonna try and rickroll. This is the personal one, which I think it shows to friends. The other one is just to anyone. We are going to do as our little inside joke. Inside joke. But if we ever develop any actual inside jokes on this stream, I would be glad to change the public greeting to that. Oh, you can change your squad from in-game. I would show you the thing, but I don't want the copyright gremlins after me. So Scouting Blades, I told you, we're gonna register ourselves. We'll probably re-register after a while. We're not gonna use this because I want to build affinity with the actual characters. We'll just see how it works here. Make sure to tell Eleanor when your blade level rises. She'll teach you field skills and give you rewards too. Hello, Perfect. Seems you're already well on your way to making a name for yourself. I've been hearing stories around Blade headquarters. One day you're outgunning hostile Xenos, the next you're adopting strange walking delicacies. I'm pretty sure that was the same day. Oh, but I didn't stop you just to catch up. Commander Vandam asked me to brief you the next time I saw you. Are you familiar with blade levels? I am familiar with them, but I can't trust that my audience is, so we're shaking our head. Oh good, glad I didn't prepare the speech for nothing. New recruits are assigned a blade level of 1. They're just beginning after all. As they continue to clear missions, that level will slowly go up. You can think of it as a barometer for your contributions as a blade. The top level is 10. That's reserved for unstoppable powerhouses and masters of the field. Those are the blades who get written into the history books. Next up are division points. Know about those? I think I'd explained this, but just to be safe. No? Alright. But you do know about divisions, right? The 8 Blades divisions each serve a different important role here on Mira. Roles like expanding frontier nav, hunting indigents, retrieving salvage from the White Whale, and so on. As a blade performs those tasks, he or she is awarded points based on performance. Those are the division points I mentioned. You should probably know this, but to advance your blade level, you have to collect them. The good news is that basically any work you do as a blade will net you points. Simple, right? Alright. Claim that we'll hit 10 in no time, or ask Elnor what the benefits of a higher level are. Which one are we gonna do? Boast, Inquire. I'd say we do this in no time, but I'm only streaming for like an hour and a half in a week. But we're just gonna say it anyway. Ooh, someone's confident. But Commander Vandam may be right in thinking that confidence of yours will yield great things. Why don't you set your sights on a blade level 2 for now? I think I already have that. That should give you an idea of what you're up against. Come back to me and see me once you get that far. I'll have a special bonus set aside for you. I'm pretty sure... Alright. And yeah, we're already at that, so... Whoa, wait. Have you already increased your blade level? I thought so. You certainly don't put off the vibe of an amateur, that's for sure. Well, I'll give you my spiel just in case. Whenever your blade level increases, pay me a visit. Once I've verified your status, I'm authorized to issue a fat bonus. So let's start by getting you a gift to commemorate reaching blade level 2. She said it for me. Hollow figure projector! Let's go! We can use... Have you had a look at your bonus? It'll be furnishing you with all sorts of things to deck out and customize your barracks. That's the only place on Mira you can truly call home after all. Now you can make it just like home by tweaking the design to your liking. Not the sort of thing you'd expect Phantom to think of, is it? He doesn't exactly scream interior designer. Truth is, a month or so ago, a petition went around and 100 blades signed on. But I digress, back to the briefing at hand. There's one additional bonus, probably one you care more about than redecorating your room. I'll be increasing the levels of your skills. Nah, I think I care about the decorations more. Then again, I've taken this for granted, so you have 3 field skills in total, mechanical, biological, and archaeological. But each is still fairly rudimentary at this point, and you're ready to move beyond that. Well, I've got good news. As a part of your bonus, you can choose to improve one of your field skills. You may think it's a little cheap of us to force you to choose one at a time, but believe it or not, it's for your own sake. Forcing too many advanced concepts on a blade at once tends to confuse and overwhelm more than help. Not to mention that, if misused, someone could take that expertise, hack the computers in Blade Tower, and endanger all of humanity. That's why the highest tiers of technical skill are reserved for people who have proven themselves trustworthy, those with high blade levels.
Which skill?
Alright, enough lecturing, time for the fun part. Which field skills will we be boosting for you today? So, we've got mechanical, biological, and archaeological. Mechanical is basically human technology, scale wreckages, cars, etc. Containers, white whale pieces. Biological will basically be any indigen stuff. And archaeology is going to be any alien relics. Some of them are from Mira natives, but I'm pretty sure most of them are related to the Prone and their allies. So, it's best to go max out mechanical first because this determines whether you'll be allowed to plant data probes. So, it's good for getting fast travel. Alright, your mechanical field skill is officially enhanced. That's all for this round's bonus, and for the briefing. As of today, you're a proper blade. Now go get out there and earn those division points. I'll see you when you hit blade level 3. I'm always here. In the meantime, good luck and have fun. So now for the fun part, we've got a bit of customization. We've got a bit of customization options that we just unlocked. I say we go use them. Right now, interceptors are boosted. That's great. I'm pretty sure I need to read the manual. This game, I'm going in with that because I've already played this game and I don't know. Well, let's just see what we got. So hollow figures are basically trophies for completing quests and killing tyrants. Let's just see what we have. We've got knife series. Just a kind of weapon. Armor. Granada medium female. I gotta say that's a pretty dope looking armor. Oh! In terms of enemies, we've got Forfex B, which we got from Torteau. This is basically our trophy room. We could display a hologram of our fallen enemies. We've also got Prone Male from Langul. That's his name. Specials are awarded for side quests. I'm thinking we're gonna go with the Granada armor because that is the coolest one we have. One of the lucky cases where the female armor isn't too revealing, and yeah, it's cool armor. It reminds me of the Granada armor. Just reminds me of like Spartan armor in Halo. Part of its design was what got me to convince my brother to try this game. He didn't like it. But oh well. If he did like it, then maybe I could. Cause my Wii U is actually both of ours. We got it together, but he never plays it anymore. If he liked this game, he might, and this wouldn't be happening. So now, before we do anything else, let's get some character. No, not over there. That area where Sherry is, we don't want to go to it yet, for spoiler reasons. That's right, if you register your collectibles in your Collectopedia, you can earn rewards. That's at the core of what we do as curators. And that reminds me, we might have some new Collectopedia stuff from when we visited the Prone's fortress. We do. Oh, no, that's just... We don't. But don't worry, we've got... That guy's just walking through everybody. We've got plenty of time. Let's find Gwyn.
Yeah.
So the east gate is open. Well, don't worry about a thing. If any of those indigents attempt an attack, I won't let a single one through. Alright, so let's find our friends. See if they're worth putting on for a bit. One other thing is that I know these guys, some of them start higher level than us, so depending on how much, so I might not put them on the team. I want to put them on the team though for the affinity. You! I left some supplies near the probe placement site in segment 314 on the Frontier Navs. If you ever run into trouble, feel free to use them. Thanks, but we won't be there for a long while. Is that Gwyn? Yeah. His name is Blue. Well, hey there, Perfect. I was just thinking about you. I haven't had an assignment with any real meat on it for a long time. I can almost feel my skills melting away. So if you've got anything you could use my help with, I'd be thrilled to lend a hand. Yeah, what's that to you? I'm good to go whatever, and I'll do what I'm good to go whenever, and I'll do whatever. Can't ask for more than that, right? So Gwyn's level 12. That's not too high. He's a samurai gunner, and he's now on our team. Let's check him out. So first up, arts for Gwyn. We've got plenty of leveling up to do. We've got defensive stance, reduces total melee attack, reduces damage taken, and recovers continual HP over time. And then we've got deals 5% more damage when an enemy is targeting you. Rising Blade boosts damage when targeted and deals weapon damage. Furious Blast deals weapon damage, boosts damage in melee combos. I forget how to pull off these combos. Grants supercharge plus grants a total evasion during execution. Power dive. Rising Blade is a really good one. We're gonna upgrade that one 3 times, and we'll just do that. Now, we're not gonna upgrade our defensive stance because just Gwyn is good. Let me look up which ones are his signature arts so again, so that we can talk about those, and I'll give you my review. I know I said I'm not an expert, but signature arts. Signature arts are Ultra Slash and Grenade Blitz. Alright. Ultra Slash deals weapon damage and boosts damage from behind. Grenade Blitz just deals thermal damage, but it's pretty powerful. I'm gonna check the wiki to see if it does anything more. Nope. No. We don't have any skill. Do we have skills yet? I think not. Yeah, these you have to wait until level 7 for them. So let's see if we can just improve any of Gwyn's gear. Gwyn does have a fashion sense, so we'll probably keep his clothing on. But soldier, assault rifle, range attack up, recovery HP up, opening art, damage up, destabilizer, humanoid slayer 3. I think we're gonna just keep this one on. Titanium sword, we don't need any of that. I don't like any of these resistances. This one boosts potential though a bit, and potential is the most busted stat in the game. Potential, Gwyn's bodywear. Is this better for him? I'm really not liking that gravity resistance. I'm really not liking that gravity resistance. This though, probably the benefits. But Gwyn is good for attacking if the speedrun is anything to judge by. If it were just in terms of resistance, I think this would probably be worth it, but I don't want to lower his attack. No! Wait. Plus TP. No. This would just end it up be a bit. This would end up kind of just. Yeah. Pants. He's got melee attack up on everything. We're gonna leave him as is. We're gonna leave Gwyn as is.
Well,
Shouldn't you all strive to be as passionate about fulfilling your duties as Justin? Remember him? He's from one of that side quests we had. Let's go see the others. It's probably the norm that with the story characters, their armor is the best when you get them. If anyone you have, so. Arena, where are you?
Yes.
From here I can gaze out at Arena and the base over there whenever I like. I'm the luckiest man in Blade. Oh, there she is! Thank you, you creep. Now I know where she is. That was legitimately helpful. You need money? Then get serious about completing missions. You can also search out collectibles or just defeat enemies and see what you salvage from them. Let's see what Marcus has to say.
hey,
Hey, Perfect, how's it going? If you need some backup, just say so. I'm always willing to help. Not that you're extra special or anything, it's just one of my duties as a senior officer. Anyway, feel free to bring me along if you want.
wanna team up?
Roger that, leave the hard parts to me. And so, Arena is 14, that's higher than I want to go.
Hey.
Let's ask Marcus about Team Arena's fate. Before we engage in a big bounty mission, the whole team always huddles around the arena and looks up our target in the enemy index. Once we've worked out our plan of attack, we head out and engage the foe. You can use your Blade issue comm device to pull up information on any foe you fought previously. The battles here can be tough, so be sure to put your enemy index to good use, alright? I'd hate to lose you out there.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't want to talk. I am tired of reading text. I want to do something. Fortunately, now is the time when we can do something. First, I'm gonna check my tyrant list. Alright. See where these guys are. Alright. Water Drake is on Battle River. And that's in a different biome, continent. Well, anyway, it's that time again. I need the bathroom. See you all in a moment. Hey everybody, welcome back. Next up we're gonna go meet Doug and then we're gonna do some side quests. Dang it, I literally thought of a pun for the specific one we're doing. But no.
Well,
But I forgot it. I forgot it. I am sorry. My brain just works like that. Yeah. Yeah. We don't need the. Oh no! 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 Don't crush me. That's what I think of elevators. Alright, Doug has the honor if I actually remember where he is. A trailer loaded with precious resources will attack at Noctilum's Decapotamin. Just goes to show how dangerous it is to be out there without a scout. Noctilum is another continent. For all intensive purposes, it's basically just a planet from Avatar. The blue one, not the martial arts one. This off-roader got stuck in Noctilum's poison swamps. I guess the drivers have been comatose and in critical condition ever since. What a savage planet this is.
By the way.
Too many. No.
Hey.
Oh, okay. You're interested in the mystery of Missing Squad? Well, the only people who know the truth are the survivors, the so-called Celeste 3. They're somewhere here in New LA. I just read that because I got the Celeste 3, they're totally Madeline, and Theo, you know? Hi, Perfect. You're not busy? Then we should team up. Between the two of us, I bet we could bring down some pretty big game. What do you think? I think you're level 18 and I don't want some that high. Not up for that today, huh? Still, you do know I'm right, don't you? Yeah, I believe it. Now then, let's actually get some of our old missions up. I took this one while, before we started up, and oh, melee attack up too, that's a good one. The thing is, we already beat this tyrant, so it's not high priority. Right now we're gonna do miles to go. And that takes us to Primordia. The only place we've been, and the only place we'll be for quite some time. So it's to go to Janpath Lake. So we will. Mostly I'm doing side quests by level, but I want to prioritize affinity missions over normal ones, and story missions I will do even. I'll wait for for any mission to do story missions, for the reason that it's a little anticlimactic to just fast travel to the story points. There's only one continent, so for all continents but one, due to how it's set up, we won't be visiting these before the story unless it's required. Oh, new squad tasks. You see the little S icon that shows up above that? That will be highlighted over any creature that you fight for the squad test, and if we see it and it's something we can take, we'll be done. We'll be going for that. If it's yellow, I believe it is just any category of enemy. If it's orange, it's a specific species. And if it's red, it's a tyrant. So we're looking for insectoids. Here we go, it's Miles, Tails, Prower. Hey, little help over here? Some indigent attacked us during our assignment. Got one of my men pretty good. Skell is busted too. Thing won't move at all. Think maybe you could spare some supplies? Oh, Sadie sent you? Well, why don't you just say so instead of letting me flap my gums like an idiot? Here, give me the supplies. I need to get the Skell patched pronto. A Duralumin case that contains a number of materials required for repairing Skells. Thanks, pal, you're a lifesaver. I asked Sadie for help, but I wasn't exactly getting my hopes up, know what I mean? I'm impressed you made it out here in one piece. Say how easy the trip was for a blade like yourself, or shrug and tell Miles that you got lucky. Well, democracy, nobody's on. I'm assuming nobody's active in chat right now. If you want to, again, speak now or forever hold your peace. Alright, we're gonna brag because it was easy. That's supposed to be a dig? You digging at us? Because I don't like the cut of your jib. Heck, if that giant indigent thing hadn't turned up, I'd be home slamming down a cold one right now. How the heck did you beat the whimsical duo wheel anyway? That thing was huge. What? You made it all the way here without running into it? Not even once? Yeesh, either somebody's watching out for you or somebody's got it in for us. One or the other. Wait, that means the dang whimsical duo-gill's still on the rampage somewhere. Talk about a piece of bad news. Not every blade's as lucky as you know. You've got to take that thing out before it kills someone. What do you say? Think that luck of yours is good enough to beat a whimsical duo-gill? Me? I want to sock the giant lug right in its ugly face. I'm sure you know how frustrating it is to have your assignment put on hold. Do this for a fellow blade. Secure the root and kick that ugly thing right in the teeth. I'll be here waiting for all the juicy details. Alright. Beat the whimsical duo wheel, whatever. Oh, this is the duo wheels. I thought I got it mixed up with one of the other things. This is one of the ugly ones. I am sorry. With more boost damage from the side boost. Alright.
Hey, give me some cover fire. Furious rise.
Shadow strike.
Rising blade. See that? Use melee attack. No, I can't.
No, I was gonna use melee.
Power into this.
Stagger them with a melee attack.
Sliding slinger.
Draw a weapon.
Wear them down.
Hecking water.
Rising flame. Got him in sight.
Melee
Fire.
attack.
Alright.
I can't move. Put some
We
power.
get this. Ah, no.
Got him. Move in.
Alright, this. Ah, that would have finished.
Target neutralized. Returning to standby.
That was annoying. Let's just check the enemy index because the game is just not wanting me to shut up today. Steroids. Grex. Young Grex, probably. I fought a bunch. I didn't go back over, I didn't go back over the, I didn't go. I didn't. Ah, there's more. Saltat? That's a theroid? Though flightless, these avians make their home at high elevations, preying on fish and crustaceans that they suck into their trumpet-like mouths. Relatively intelligent creatures, some saltats are known to display a penchant for combat. During mating seasons, males blow rainbow bubbles as a way to attract a mate. They then perform a frenzied dance of courtship as the bubbles drift. Failure to impress will dash all prospects of mating, spurring young males to improve themselves by learning at the feet of senior saltats. The relationship is mutually beneficial, with disciples blowing bubbles to help their tutors' own romantic endeavors. Even after gaining nests of their own, they continue to look after their aging masters. I think one of these guys fought us. Oh, I didn't realize they came in red. I thought they were mostly blue. Insectoids. Forfex. As you can see, we already beat him. We got the Paula figure for him. Mortiful. I always want to call these guys Bladders for some reason, even though they're not. And Papil. Just doing this to clear them out. We did get this, humanoids. All of these we read before. Most of these we've read before. most of these I read in the last episode before it crashed, so... What about... I'm surprised we didn't get the dual wheel, what? Unless... Is it an insectoid? No? Interesting. Maybe we don't get it until we talk to Miles. Oh. Well, you beat that whimsical dual wheel into next week yet? Hold on now. Judging from the air of confidence and the smug grin on your face, I'd say that baby's 6 feet under. Well shoot, that's music to my ears. You cleared the path and made my day to boot. Pretty impressive stuff. I really gotta thank you. Well, while you were off fighting, I was working on the skill. Almost got it all patched up. Looks like you'll be getting back to work without losing much time, thanks to you. We'll bang these data probes in at the Frontier Nav probe sites and be back home in time for supper. Hopefully the indigen data they churn out will make you sure no one else gets another nasty surprise. Alright. Do we give him a thumbs up? Or do we ask where his sites are? 5, 4, 3, 2... I'm not in a curious mood, we'll just give him... Hey, thanks. The Pathfinders are an elite group even by Blade standards, which means average schlubs like me have gotta work extra hard to keep up. And that means it's time for me to patch the skull up and get back to work. Some planet we picked to crash into, huh? It's easy to forget how nuts this place is until you get your butt handed to you by some giant monster. I mean, for the foreseeable future, we're probably going to be fighting things that can easily crush skulls. I gotta remember to be a lot more careful, or I'm gonna wind up a lot more dead. No more rookie mistakes for me from here on out. You be careful too, yeah? Let's both of us live a long, long time. See where humanity goes, you know? And ta-da! We got that. We got way too more. We got an achievement. We got more XP than I would have liked. Oh, not. And we got segment recon, but well, first let's see what this little piece of gear is. We've got prototype scouter, makeshift gauze eye patch, either resistance up. Minus potential is not a good thing, but it's got an empty slot and appendage crusher and either res up. Don't want to go into the negatives. This I'm gonna get the. It's basically trading two different resistances for critical chance. We're gonna give this to Alma because physical and other stuff are gonna be more or they're gonna be more wait a second, why am I keeping the better potential stuff on Gwyn when I could give it to my main character? Because it's got such terrible... resistances, whatever. Alright. Let's see here. Let's just check my notes, see what we got next. Alright. Schneider. Alright, let's see if I've done that. I've done that. Let's see here. Sorry for all the slowness. Just marking off what I've done. Alright. First alright, let's head back to the administrative district for this is the Scout Council, no. We're gonna head back to the admin district for yet another text-heavy side quest. Oh, let's go! We'll probably have time for it in 20 minutes. I remember this one correctly. If I do, that is. Now just hold on. The supplies we brought from Earth are already starting to run out. These rates of uranium mining aren't enough to keep New LA going. Yes, I know you're all doing the best you can, but look, it's not enough. We can't... Oh, hey rookie, glad to see you back. And apologies for the scene you walked in on. Well, we're not gonna mock her. That's not nice. We're going to just ask what's going on. Well, I suppose this concerns you too. May as well brief you on it. In the months since crashing here, we've come through most of the resources we brought with us on the White Whale. We're now in the process of transitioning to materials acquired through Frontier Nav. More than anything, we need a large supply of uranium to ensure operations here can continue. But with so few data probes in place, it's difficult. Everyone's so busy that a lot of important work has gone undone. Maybe you could lend a hand? First I need 750 units of uranium. Then I need someone to deal with a pack of juvenile simius that keep hassling Pathfinders out in Primordia. And finally, I have my own little spec op I need a storage device known as Data Unit FN-093 to be recovered. It contains some top secret info. If my calculations are correct, it should have also fallen to the planet's surface somewhere out in Primordia. If you take care of all that, I'll make sure it's worth your while. Deal? Booster probe, that's a good one. Alright. We'll just do that after the... Alright then, to mine more uranium, you'll need to install new data probes. You know the deal, right? I'd recommend expanding Primordia's Frontier Nav as you tackle other missions in the area. Such efficiency is the Pathfinder way. Try to keep that in mind as you work, rookie. Alright. Thank you. No worries, but it's still nice to get thanks once in a while, so keep it up. Finish this mission and you'll be a full-fledged Blade as far as I'm concerned. Alright, good luck out there. The people of New LA are counting on Frontier Nav, which means they're counting on you. First up, how goes the uranium gathering? I think 750 units should be enough to see us through the time being. We've got plenty. Thanks a bunch, I'll see that it gets distributed among the city's industries. There we go, we've got that part done. I hope you'll tackle the rest of my Primordia assignments with the same vigor. Alright. So next up, let's get some Simius. We already know where these are from when we were fighting Monkey the Territorial, but fighting is a loose term. But let's go. Oh yeah, now that we leveled up mechanical, we can get that one thing. In that place, in the admin district. Yeah, whatever. It's not. It's not so. I mean, next time we go there. Here we go. Oh, they're so small. And let's hope that. No, don't walk right in front of him. My guy.
Hey, give me some ice fire!
My adrenaline rises.
Furious blast!
Shadow strike. Side slash.
Rising blade! See that? Use melee attack!
Alright, I'm not gonna do that. I got a plan. Get
Beam barrage!
your adrenaline.
Fast! Upward hit edge! Granite will assist you anything! Move in! Recuperate!
Alright, here we go.
Game set. Target neutralized. Returning to standby.
We get some stiff hair, not much. I was expecting the Sophos prompt myself.
Recuperate! Need to catch our breath. Hey! I'm ready. Furious blast!
Alright, I can't do that. Alright. Juvenile Simius. Here is some item. Here's some good stuff. 20 but minus 15 gravity. Beam resistance up. Empty slot. This is probably better than I think. This is probably one of pretty good by our standards. Advanced survival. And it's... No, it's not. Doesn't really work for Alma either. Doesn't work for Lynn. Doesn't. I don't know. That might be too. I don't know. I should probably just let the. I'll check it on Lynn again.
Put some power into this. Recuperate!
And this should finish it.
Miss this chance. Good. Now get in there. Okay. Like this. Game set.
Just get some materials. Oh! We got some new stuff. Inner search. Boost potential by 12%. We're just gonna upgrade that as much as we can, because that's pretty good. And Alma just got Thirsty Edge, restores HP when landing melee attacks. So what did I want to replace? Power, grants critical power plus. We're gonna replace that with Thirsty Edge because it's kind of redundant with some of the stuff we already have now. Just need to find one more unaged monkey. There's supposed to be 5 of them. Right, I was gonna give Lynn the thing. Alright. So it reduces physical by beam res up. Actually, yeah, now that I think about it, beam res up isn't something we have to worry about right now. Monkey, where are you? Do I let him get reset with Hero in? Just gonna go back to the FN site. If it does not work out, if none of them still show up, I'm gonna set the time back. Here we are. He's finally here, performing for you. Put your hands together if you want to clap for as we take you through this monkey rap.
Put some power into this. Destroyed. Move in and strike.
I can't do that,
Beam barrage.
but I don't. I was gonna say I can buff up, but I was gonna use that on the next one, but
I guess that's that.
we already did that. Get some get some stuff like this. All right. What about our? What about our? Oh, Link got a skill. Steel Flesh. It boosts maximum HP by 10%. We'll just upgrade that a bit. I want to save some for arts. So we've probably got enough time to finish up Kirsty's missions, so. Primordial Trailblazing Part 3. This is... It's planetary perennial mandatory. Alright, I just saw the location for that, and that's not where I expected. So we're gonna see if this is mandatory for... Because if this isn't mandatory, then we're gonna ignore it for a while. Nope, it's not yet required, so we're gonna go find some new missions, I guess. Actually, I don't. Now wouldn't be a good time to start anything because it's so close to when we get off. I think this means that I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you guys all for watching. God bless you. Have a good night, and until next time. Happy Tuesday.